And then the future ruler of Earth is about to speak now. I don't know if you can hear him. But,
hello! I would like to get a number 2, plain and dry, just the meat and the bun, with a vanilla shake. Live.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
See the future ruler of Earth? He has a mask on and everything.
Hello, how's it going?
What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another car video.
What was this? Like, are we getting kid friendly now in anticipation of the changes of YouTube?
We got the
it's
jazz hands.
If you're fucked up and you know it, clap your hands. If you're fucked up and you know it, clap your hands. If you're fucked up and you know it, YouTube will surely not show it. If you're fucked up and you know it, clap your fucking hands. God damn it. Sorry.
Oh,
you can bleep out whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm just going to be unfiltered doomcock. Is that all right?
In case you didn't know, we are joined by the future ruler of Earth himself for the first time ever in a car video.
Ever.
All hail Doomcock.
Hail YouTube, hail Jeremy, hail Geeks and Gamers, a summit for the ages. I am delighted to be here. It is awesome to meet this man. I've watched this gentleman on my television long before I emerged from the center of the earth to do this stuff. And it's weird. It's like walking into, an In-N-Out Burger and seeing, Walter Matthau,
Oh, I can feel the presence of greatness being here with Doomcock. I immediately wanted to just send an email to J.J. Abrams to let him know that his future is looking bleak because Doomcock is going to destroy him in the very near future.
That's
I don't
right.
care how many contracts he signs. I don't care about all of those deals. Doomcock, his channel has grown like ridiculously in the past. I don't know, he's probably gonna be at 100,000 subs by the time this video ends. J.J. Abrams, your days are numbered, sir. I've been in the presence of Lord Doomcock, and that is your number one enemy, it seems. Is it J.J. or is it Kathleen Kennedy?
Jar Jar Abrams is the cinematic Antichrist. He is behind every single thing that is wrong with entertainment, and like a goddamn plague. He's like the typhoid Mary of fucked. He just goes around and everything he touches dies. But after he leaves, because he's got to go in there and he's got to touch it, and it's like Kill Bill. You saw Kill Bill, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like that, fuck you death hand.
Yep.
It's like, what you got hit with that, you can take 10 steps and die. Well, look at Star Trek. Jar Jar Abrams made Star Trek 2009 or 2007, whatever the hell it was. And then he walks away from it and it dies. And now Star Wars is finally unfortunately he came back. He made the classic mistake. He returned to the scene of the crime. And now he's dropping dead. It's dropping dead on his watch. It's like, oh, whatever have I done? You made the classic mistake, Jar Jar. Excuse me, sir. Aren't you the detective? Aren't you the filmmaker, sir, that actually made this movie? Well, yes, I am. Well, it's dying here, sir. Did you have anything to do with it? No, I didn't. You're usually far away, sir. But I think at this point, I think I'm going to have to book you for the murder of a franchise, sir. And by the way, where did you get that nose, sir? Mrs. Columbo's always wanted a big clown nose like that, sir. And,
oh,
anyway.
man. Doomcock is even funnier in person.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, I mean, it's really cool to hang out with Doomcock. I've become a huge fan of your channel. We've had you on a Geeks and Gamers live stream a while back. And,
yeah. Oh, man,
I finally got to join you the other night for the Inquisition. You and Gary and Cecil was on there. And
right.
That was a pleasure. And I definitely still want to do a full live stream with you on your channel in the near future.
Oh, I'd love that.
But, what our goal is simple. We just want to protect our entertainment, and we want to use our voices to let Hollywood know we're tired of your bullshit. We're tired of the identity politics. No normal person cares about that.
It's
Nobody.
good entertainment.
Well, you're a big fan of The Expanse, and
Absolutely.
I haven't seen The Expanse yet. Gary has been, just telling me like crazy to watch The Expanse, and from what I understand about The Expanse, it is a diverse show, but the only reason like you and Gary even mention the diversity is because of the narrative out there that we're so against diversity. you guys really don't care about the diversity, but you point out, like, yeah, it's a diverse show, and we love it because it's done right, because it's done where these characters are treated as individuals, not as token characters to push a narrative.
It's absolutely right. It absolutely is. And the thing about it is that these characters are written with integrity, and they are not taking the place of other well-established characters. I mean, this is an original production, and it is an original story, and so we accept that the Undersecretary of the United Nations is Avasarala, a powerful female. We've got Naomi Nagata on the crew, who's one of the smartest people on there. It is without fail the most diverse show on television, without fail. And I love every one of those characters. I wouldn't change a thing about it. They don't make a big deal out of diversity. In other words, it's diversity presenting a future that is colorblind and blind to gender differences. It is just people who are capable doing what they are capable of. And so they don't virtue signal. They don't say, oh, look at us. We've got gay characters. We've got, persons of color in the show. They just go ahead and present that as a matter of fact without any comment. And that is how a truly diverse future would be.
Yep.
Same thing on the Orville, for God's sakes. There's no big deal about Clyde and Bordas being, a male couple. It has nothing to do with a damn thing.
And that is true equality. But they don't want equality. They want special treatment.
They want special treatment. They want elite status where they can do anything they want in the name of diversity without any kind of consequence, like, oh, your script sucks. Yeah, but we're diverse, racist.
Exactly. And that's what's so frustrating about it. They don't care about diversity. They care about the agenda-driven diversity. And so, like you said, The Expanse, in your opinion, is the most diverse show on television. Yet we don't hear anything about the diversity on The Expanse. Do you know why? Because they can't build their narrative around it. Mm-hmm. And that's really what it comes down to. If they can't build a narrative around something, then it's useless to them.
Right.
Women, non-white dudes, there's so many of them within the Fandom Menace, and they never get acknowledged.
Right.
Never, because they go against the narrative. And it's just bullshit. And more people are waking up to it every single day. And that is all we care about, is just keep our entertainment without real world politics, without identity politics. Leave that shit out of it. Honor the characters, respect the mythology, and write a good story. That's not complicated. Yet, for some reason, it seems very complicated in the Hollywood bubble.
I think that they go ahead and they cloak themselves behind diversity and kind of virtue signaling to conceal the fact that they're shitty writers. They are shitty writers. They couldn't write their way out of a damp paper bag in a goddamn shredder. I mean, they couldn't do it. They can't get out of there. They have no talent. They have no passion. They are all a bunch of goddamn, legacy hires, and they're fucking, nephews and college mates and frat mates and stuff like that. It doesn't matter how well you write. It matters who you know. Yep. And that's why these franchises are going down and down and down. Jar Jar Abrams is one of the worst offenders of all. Jar Jar Abrams sucks.
You know I like Jar Jar, so.
Well, I can't grasp that. I can't grasp that. I mean, for fuck's sake, dude.
I told somebody the other day, I said, if Fandom Menace is all this echo chamber, Doomcock would have destroyed me. He would have ended me a long time ago if that's what the Fandom Menace was.
No. You're right in a lot of other things. On this, you're tragically mistaken, but I hope to correct you at some point.
But I don't disagree with the fact that he is a copy-paste guy and he can't do story. I mean, it's like people said, like, if you go back, eliminate the sequel trilogy for what we have now, and go back to if Jeremy, if you could have given us, what you wanted for a sequel trilogy, the filmmakers, I think JJ can execute a story. I just don't think he can write a story. So yes. I think he's I would love to have seen him execute George's sequel trilogy outline, because what George is bad at, JJ's good at. What JJ's bad at, George is good at. George is a phenomenal story guy. He's a phenomenal. JJ's a terrible story guy. He's an awful story guy, and I'm not disputing that at all. And it's the copy and paste aspect. I gave him credit for The Force Awakens, but
why?
But it's clear. It's clear as day, because I believe that they had a plan. I believed that the reason that they did the copy and paste of A New Hope was to blend the old with the new, and I felt like that they were taking, like, when Han and Leia were not together, I was pissed off. When Han died, I was pissed off. But I believed that they had a plan of where they wanted to take these characters, and they didn't. They had no plan.
No,
there was no
none.
communication. And JJ, and I've always liked, I've liked a lot of his stuff. He went to like Mission Impossible. I've liked his TV shows, and not being a Star Trek fan, the only Star Trek I've ever seen was The Next Generation, and I loved it growing up. Loved it, but I'm not a Star Trek fan. I can never claim to be that. Mm-hmm. So when I watched 2009 Trek, I just looked at it. I was very casual,
Mm-hmm.
and that's exactly who he was going for, was the casuals, and he pissed off the hardcores. But the casuals aren't going to keep you alive. They're not going to keep you, they're not going to, the hardcore fans are who are going to keep you going, and,
that's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the studios, were looking at it as like, hey, there's only like so many Trekkies, little Trekkies out there in the country over there. So why don't we go ahead and there's probably 7 billion people that don't watch Star Wars or the Star Trek. So what we need to do is lose these other losers that like it, and go ahead and get the rest of those 7 billion people. That's what we'll do, and then we'll be rolling in dough.
Yep.
But the problem is that those 7 billion people either don't have access to theaters or don't give a shit, and you're never going to get them.
Nope.
So you've cast away the actual audience that loved you all this time, and you have gone ahead and tried to substitute, microwave mousewives, and I don't know what the fuck in the suburbs, dads that sell insurance or shit, I don't know. Bankers. I don't know what the fuck they think they're appealing to, but These are people that have already chosen. They've already chosen long ago, when they were like making fun of us on the schoolyards.
Yep.
And when they were like throwing rocks and sticks at Geeks back then. They're never going to join us. They're never going to be one of us. And that's what these assholes don't appreciate, is that, well, sure, there's, billions of people that don't consume your products, but those are billions of people that never will consume your products. They're not interested. Mm-hmm. That's basically it.
You're right. And when you start, and you said this the other day in your video about, with your sources that reached out to you about this Star Wars movie that was one part for Star Wars fan, one part for people that, wouldn't go to Star Wars, one people that would most likely go see Alvin and the Chipmunks. All that sounds like Disney corporate bullshit. Sitting down and strategically planning something out that doesn't require that. All it takes is for you to get a couple of people that are creative, that know how to write a story, that respect the mythology. Set them down, write the story. Star Wars sells itself. Mm-hmm. Star Wars sells itself if it's done right. But look at the toy section. Look at the toy section in these places now. There's like a little 3-foot section of Star Wars toys now. It's unbelievable. It's unreal. Yet there's a huge Toy Story section. There's a huge Marvel section. There's a huge what is it? It's that mobile game. I've seen, well, not
Minecraft.
Recently, but like, yes, there's Minecraft. There's all these, but Disney's telling us, well, toys just aren't selling. Kids aren't buying toys. No, they're not buying Star Wars toys because your shitty characters are so bad. They're not inspiring anybody. And that's what happens when you have a corporate meeting to try to strategically target demographics. You have Star Wars. It's the biggest IP ever. All you have to do is not fuck it up. That's all you have to not do. It's not that complicated.
And modestly, may I say that for me, fucking it up includes getting Jar Jar Abrams. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, because I can't argue with it. I can't argue with it.
The thing about Jar Jar Abrams is he has no passion. He has no passion. He is extremely a corporate man. He is very, very by the book, very market driven. He plays it safe. He has no burning desire to say anything. I mean, to support that argument, Apple TV recently, according to reports, offered Jar Jar Abrams double what he was offered to go over to Warner Brothers.
Really?
They were offered, Warner Brothers offered him $500 million. Apple TV offered Jar Jar Abrams upwards of $1 billion. to go and work for them. And he chose to go to Warner Brothers because he hasn't got any goddamn thing to say. And he would have had to develop original stuff as opposed to perverting Superman, perverting Babylon 5, perverting Bugs Bunny, perverting Humphrey Bogart, apple pie, Chevrolet, hot dogs, every fucking thing that he can get a hold of. Warner Brothers, just when they had it right, just when they made the biggest superhero movie ever with the Joker, the biggest artistic triumph, the biggest financial in terms of profitability, of ratio of cost to benefit. Kiss that goodbye. Here comes Jar Jar. His boy Alex Kurtzman. You know,
Doomcock is so entertaining. I swear, you guys have no idea. You have no idea.
Well, just so I have a bundle of rage, Jeremy. A bundle of rage. I mean, I've had a vanilla shake, and I've had In-N-Out burger, which I learned, folks. I learned that we order them the same way. We order our In-N-Out burgers plain and dry.
Which
is astonishing.
Well, I had mine. I do have cheese on mine.
You have cheese on yours, okay.
But outside of that, it's just plain meat and cheese for me, and you're plain with no cheese.
Sometimes I do cheese.
Okay.
At Whataburger, I do cheese, but I like to taste the meat.
Yeah.
I don't want to taste the condiments. I want to taste the meat, and the meat at In-N-Out Burger, I have to say, is fantastic. This is the first time I've had In-N-Out Burger.
Really?
Yeah. Well, these have not been down here that often. So
I am honored because I'd never had In-N-Out Burger until I went to California, a couple years ago, and it changed my life. I love it. God, it's so good.
It's good.
And I'm very upset that it's not over on the East Coast. But either way, I'm glad that I was able to give you the your first taste of In-N-Out Burger because you will be the future ruler of Earth one day, and I want to be in your good graces. I mean, that's kind of.
I will mandate that every city will have an In-N-Out Burger.
Oh.
I will mandate it. Well, every city above a certain size. I don't want to stick it to Hutto
Jazz Hands.
Because
that's triggering.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the problem is here. My logic was this. Follow my logic on this clapping shit. Okay. So clapping is insensitive to people with noise disorders who are very, very nervous. Okay. Well, I think jazz hands is very, very triggering for people who don't have hands. Well, it's true. It's true. I think that for sensitivity's sake, we should not do jazz hands.
What about for blind people that can't even see your jazz hands? That's offensive to them.
That is offensive to them because they cannot partake.
Right.
And also, I think, what about all the people that cannot afford to go to movie theaters in the first place? Therefore, I think that out of respect to those people, we should stop going to movie theaters all entirely. And if you don't think so, then you're a fascist.
That's right. And
you're an insensitive bastard.
And this shows the endless rabbit hole of victimization. When you start going down it, it's a never-ending cycle. This is why, if you're offended by something, either don't watch it, don't consume it, move on with your life. You can find something that doesn't have the thing that bothers you. You can find something. You don't have to protest it. You don't have to claim that nobody can do it. When you start going down that rabbit hole, it's endless. And this is what I do a lot on my channel is I try to expose their logic on them, and they really don't like when you flip their logic back on them. They really don't like when they have to abide by the own rules that they've created. And that's what's beautiful about it. It's just like when the critics want to call us racist and sexist for having an opinion, yet when a movie like Shaft comes out with an all-black cast and a black director and it's focusing on black culture and the critics give it a 28%, I guess they're just racist. And of course, wait, our logic, no, it doesn't, there's a malfunction now. You can't use our logic against us. No, you're the racist because you didn't like Rose Tico. What?
Oh, yeah. And yet, I don't understand why these SJWs are not racists and warmongers for, applauding this Jojo Rabbit shit.
Yes.
With Nazis. It has Hitler tiptoeing through the tulips with his young Nazi pals. It has a Jewish girl living in the walls to derive comedy from. I don't understand how that's funny, and I found it hypocritical in the extreme that these people only care about social justice when I don't even know what their criteria is, but this thing seems to me like it's making light of Hitler and you know, the Holocaust and Jewish people that had to hide away from Nazis and tyranny. And I don't think it's funny, and I don't get it. I don't get it all. All you got to do is what? Call it satirical, brilliantly satirical.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
they have no core foundation. They really don't. They have no principles. They have no core foundation of beliefs. It's just be outraged if we're told to be outraged. That's why the NPC meme was so accurate. With you know, like consume. You know, it's just like red letter media. You know, consume, don't ask questions, just consume. And that's kind of what they all want from us, and that's why they love the SJW crowd, because they're going to consume it. They're not going to ask questions unless the mainstream media orders them to ask questions. It's nonsense, but
it is.
Either way,
it is, and it pisses me off. And I just want to say, screw you, Harvey. I want to say, screw you, Harvey, because look what he did to me. So I set him the task of getting me this wrestler mask.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Like
he ordered it online for me and everything. He put K on the side for he said it was for incognito. He said it was for incognito, the K. Well, the poor son of a bitch. I mean, he can't spell. I can't hold it for that. But he picked a mask where, like, you know, it shouldn't be like, you know, I mean, it kind of like it's too wide on the bridge of the nose. So it makes me look a little cross-eyed. And then it makes my face look fat. It's like I feel like Larry Sanders. It's like, do these pants make my ass look fat? And it's like, it makes my, you know, it's just, I don't know. My face is not fat. But, you know, fuck you, Harvey.
Well, I would say we were demonetized for saying fuck, because you're not supposed to say fuck on YouTube, apparently. We can't say fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that why I keep getting demonetized?
I think so. It's kind of fucked up. But I think we should probably not say fuck anymore. But I mean, it doesn't fucking matter.
Well, you said I could. Did I screw up your video?
Fuck. Maybe you did.
I'm sorry. I asked.
I know.
I asked.
Well,
let's just not. You can bleep them out.
Let's just not say fuck anymore.
All right.
So so no more.
I understand that YouTube is changing their name to not YouTube. Not YouTube. Themtube is the next stage. Themtube. Yeah. Welcome Jimmy Fallon and you know.
Maybe whoever. They can get Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right. Because you really want to hear the candid, off the cuff utterances of Leo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. God knows when Tom Hanks cuts loose.
Oh boy, it is nonsense. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. We're probably gonna do a video for Doomcock's channel as well. But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure hanging out, man. It has been a delight. It's been awesome. And if you guys have not subscribed to Overlord DVD, I will leave a link in the description below, as we always do, because Doomcock is heading towards 100,000 subs. Are you at 90 yet? I mean, I know you said you were close to 90.
I'm close to 90. I'm at 89 something. In the past 28 days, I've had over 30,000 subs.
Wow.
Just in time for YouTube to go down the tube. I think that they are basically doing this to stop me.
Yes.
I think now, if I wasn't getting close to 100,000, they'd be like, it's business as normal. So you can blame me. It's my fault. I apologize.
Yeah, all Doomcock's fault. What can I do? He's going to take care of us in the long run, because the most important thing he has promised is to have In-N-Out burgers in every major city within the United States.
Every major city.
So I'm okay with that.
Not Bug Tussle and little places like that, you know. Green Acres is the place to be.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Living is a life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Take Manhattan, just give me that countryside. Da, 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 da. New York is where I'd rather stay. I get a logic smiling, hey. I just adore the penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
Oh, jazz hands, jazz hands,
Oh,
jazz
yeah.
hands.
Jazz hands. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, man, it's been a pleasure, Doomcock. I appreciate it. This is going to be one of the a car video for the ages.
You think so? I hope so.
I hope so. I mean, look, my car video with Cecil is one of the best videos we've ever produced. It still only got like 20,000 views because the algorithm is just not, like I guess if I title it something like Kathleen Kennedy is fired, then it'll probably get a ton of views. But it's just that's YouTube. Like the other day, Drunk 3PO. He posted he was talking about the Rise of Skywalker leaks on his channel with 6,000 subs, and of course it got like 5,000 views. Versus the video he and Jesse made, Exaggeration Nation for Geeks and Gamers for the Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, it got 3,000 views. And he said, "I got a video on my channel talking about Rise of Skywalker leaks, gets 5,000 views. Put a video on Geeks and Gamers or Halloween Horror Nights, 200,000 subs, gets 3,000 views." And it's just the algorithm's such a disaster. So
it is. It does not reward spontaneity or creativity.
It doesn't. I mean, look at The Saga Ends. That music video we made, and I mean, it's got 150,000 views, which I'm happy with, clearly. But
it took a long time.
Oh my gosh,
it was ridiculous.
Yeah, we put so much work and effort and money and time and creativity into that project, and I'm so proud of it. But I can just sit down and make a video about Brie Larson being the worst actress on the planet and, to get 200,000 views because she does suck.
Yes, she does.
Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. You guys have a great day. And let's get can we time a clap car video? So on 3, 2, 1. Car video. Car video.
Shit. Let's do it again.
All right, we're going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Car video. Car video. Yes. All right. That's the way to end it right there. All right, everybody. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Hey, everyone. It's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.